All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of Asterisk Ben Shapiro Reacts to Woke TikTok.
Not okay? They're not gay! It's not their place to talk about it. Stop being concerned with what other people...
Before we dive in, I have a quick favor to ask. If you're enjoying this content, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Believe it or not, over 98% of our viewers watch without subscribing. It's free for you and makes a huge difference for us. Hit that subscribe button. Awesome. Thank you for your support. Now, let's jump back into the video. First up, we have a TikTok claiming that white people should stay silent about. Yes, you heard it. Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars. Let's break this down.
Need to speak on right away. There is so much nuance and complexity and layers that
So boring!
You will not be able to understand through your white experience and listening to specifically Black women, which we all know.
Hold on. What? Let's take a step back here. A black man slapped another black man on live TV, and somehow this TikToker claims it's a sacred cultural moment that only black women are qualified to analyze. Why exactly do I have to defer to black women on this? A black guy slapped another black guy. What does that have to do with black women specifically? And why can't anyone, regardless of race, share their thoughts on a moment the whole world witnessed? Spoiler alert, it doesn't add up.
On a place of moral high ground, Black's understanding of Black trauma has such an emphasis on this binary of who is good or who is bad, centers violence, only actually continues to minimize Black women and their pain, and most annoyingly, continues to center yourself on shit that really just is not your business. So just take
It was on national TV!
right away. Really try and look at the entire situation before you...
The entire situation is you're an obnoxious human. Shut up!
Because what you fail to see through your white lens...
But hey, it's 2024, and critical thinking isn't exactly trending on TikTok. Apparently, watching a man slap another man on national TV is no longer just what happened. It's what you perceive happened. But wait, is there some alternate reality where this didn't occur? Oh, give me a break. You're not special for overanalyzing this. This TikToker is out here lecturing the internet on who gets to have an opinion, all while turning Will Smith's slap into some kind of avant-garde essay on race and trauma. Honestly, if this person were in the same room as me, I'd run straight through a wall just to escape. Who even signs up for this kind of madness? Next, we've got an elementary school teacher in Florida facing the so-called horrors of, wait for it, not being allowed to talk about her marriage with her first graders.
Is one of the ones that will be directly affected. For those of you who haven't been in the classroom a while, one of the things that teachers always do with back to school night and meet the teacher and things like that is they send home this cute little meet the teacher thing where it has a little bio about us, some of our favorite stuff, just so that you know who we are. Do I lie and not talk about my marriage? Do I invalidate my spouse's stance as a trans femme person?
Are you one of those single tier people?
Or do I put my job on the line?
She's apparently heartbroken over Florida's so-called Don't Say Gay bill and is now wondering if she's supposed to invalidate her spouse's identity or gaslight herself into pretending she's single.
Talking to your kids about your private life because no one cares.
Nobody cares!
I'm amazed at how many adults think that it is the job of children to validate their lifestyle choices. I'm amazed by this.
When I was in elementary school, not a single teacher felt the need to share their dating life or marital drama. Why? Because their job was to teach us, not offload personal baggage onto a bunch of kids still figuring out how to tie their shoes. But here we are, moving on to the next TikTok, where someone is having a full-blown meltdown over, wait for it, basic boundaries and education. This person dramatically declares that the bill is disgusting and a threat to free speech.
Citizen, I find it truly disgusting that my country goes 40 steps forward just for people like the governor in Florida to take us 30 steps backwards. Don't say gay bill? Are you serious? Don't talk about what I went through and what my fellow gay LGBTQ plus community went through to get me here? Are you serious right now? Is the government sleeping? Why are they letting you do this? Isn't this the free country, the free world, freedom of speech? Don't say gay! That goes against freedom of speech! You cannot sit here and say being gay is not a choice when you're not gay. You don't know that. Now you want to make learning about our history illegal? You are literally making it harder for children to feel comfortable because conservative parents feel like it's not okay. They're not gay. It's not their place to talk about it. Stop being concerned with what other people like.
Free speech really, last time I checked, the bill doesn't stop anyone from being gay or talking about being gay. It just sets boundaries on what's discussed in classrooms. But according to this TikToker, it's basically 1984 all over again. Speaking of over-the-top dramatics, let's move on to the next TikTok. This person stares into the camera and asks, with all the intensity of a blockbuster movie trailer, how many coffins will it take? 100? 1,000? 1,000,000? Yes, they're claiming that 1,000,000 transgender Americans will be murdered this year.
Texas, Idaho, South Carolina, it's going down everywhere. This is your mess that my community has to suffer. I see lots of yep. Like y'all think you're Pac-Man. But I don't see nothing. How many members of my community have to die because of this wave of hate? 100? 500? 10,000? 50,000? 100,000? 1,000,000?
Clips 8. Just when you thought things couldn't get any weirder, buckle up. Next, we've got someone ironically taking up space to lecture us about how white people
take up space with disregard for the people of color around you.
Stop for a second. What does it mean to take up space? Like existing?
If there's any confusion, I can give you guys an example.
Yeah.
And sometimes a sidewalk is narrow to the point where there's only enough room for two modes of traffic, one going and one coming. But that has never stopped white people from walking side by side and holding hands and expecting you to either stand and wait for them to pass or walk in the street if you need to keep going.
Wait, hold on. I'm to be informed that only white people...
The mental gymnastics here are truly something to behold. Do these people honestly believe white folks are out here measuring sidewalk dominance with rulers? Pro tip, crowded sidewalks are a universal annoyance. It's not a race issue.
Hey y'all, so I just got my uterus back. And it looks so freaking cool. Trigger warning, this is an organ, and it is a wet specimen, and it is my uterus, plus the tubes as well. So, and I also got a LED plug-in LED stand with it, so it lights up different color and spins while it displays it, which is so cool.
I think I'm gonna...
Biden speeches and then asked it to write a Joe Biden speech of its own. Here's the first page. Joe Biden speech. Interior speech field. On a stage stands Joe Biden. He smells a podium from behind. A crowd roars, knowing Joe's nose smells America's woes. Bars. Joe Biden. I've been Delaware and Vice Obama. Now it's time for you to put me in a home. The White Home. Joe Biden continued. When I was younger, I had a bully named Kitchen Steve, and he stole my legs for a long weekend. Did I cry? No. I put my fist in a